All right, Leo, this is your reading. We are going to do Saturn direct in Pisces, which is happening at the end of November until January, the end of January, and then it goes into Aries. And this is the wrap up of the Pisces and Saturn. Okay, so let's see. Psychic and Talisman. All right. Leo. All right, so you may need some protection here, but look at Lucky's at the bottom as well. Okay, so the Talisman is like setting up some sort of, you know, like having a little stone that you put an intention into, like protection, you know, like a lucky rabbit's foot or something, you know what I mean? But we have psychic, so you could be getting maybe you've been psychically attacked here. All right. Yes, okay. The answer to your question is yes. Have you been hesitant about a decision? The universe is giving you a clear sign to move forward and trust your path. Awakening potentials at the bottom. Your inner potential is awakening and new opportunities are appearing. This is a time for growth and self-discovery. Be bold in exploring new areas, and your hidden strengths will reveal themselves. Door to romance. Also door to value at the bottom. So maybe you had to learn something about your value during the transit. Let's see. Or you're waking up to your value. Be bold, make the first move. Okay. Oof. Ooh, look at that. Ten of Swords. Coming under the Psychic card, we have the Ten of Swords and the Five of Cups. And then we have, oh, well, that's coming under yes. The King of Pentacles and the Hierophant. That's success. So that is values and beliefs. The Hierophant is values and beliefs. Wow. So there was some sort of difficult energy. That's trauma. Somebody stabbed you in the back. All right, let's keep going. I knew, you know, this was coming into my head, this card, when I was pulling. I thought it was going to come out over here under Talisman because it popped into my head. Prince of Wands, okay. So there's a pattern here when it comes to your relationships or a specific relationship, okay? don't know. This to me looks like someone's being separated. So it's either being separated from a person or yourself. So if you're entertaining a certain energy and it's causing you to feel guarded or you're being triggered, it could be kind of like separating you from your true self. Okay, so like I can read this a couple ways here. So if you had some sort of past trauma and you've been trying to make something successful, okay, so this could play out in a few ways. This is putting energy into something. To me, that could be a business with the King of Pentacles and the Emperor, okay? Or it's like a relationship, I guess. But you could have a wounding that, I guess I could see it as business. I know we have door to romance here, but, because this is trying to build something. All right, so either there's a past wounding that's getting in the way of you having the confidence to build something. Like maybe you don't see your potential, or you have somebody here that you've attracted that could be not seeing your worth and value. Okay, let's see what happens. I'm going to use a different deck. Why is the Ten of Swords and the Five of Cups? All right, that was fast. Ooh, we have sex addiction. Came right out. Family. Secret accounts. Okay, so either, why is the psychic energy here? Oh, you could have had intuition. Oh my gosh, I get it. You could have had some sort of intuition about somebody, and maybe it's, you're gonna find out the like you were right. I want to see that. Intuition, the first word. Empathetic gifts, psychic visions, prophecy, and powerful dreaming. You now have access to a greater wisdom that is beyond what the human eye can see. This is a time of great awakening potential. So your psychic abilities, like maybe you had an intuition, new psychic abilities and gifts come to you now. See the sacredness in your visions. Pay attention to your dreams and symbols that are repeating as messages. Okay. And that says meditate on a certain symbol. I don't know. Maybe you need a talisman or something. Anyway, so if it's not, okay. So maybe somebody really did have a sex addiction. You know, and you found some secret, you end up, they had secret accounts and they were hiding it. You know, it could be some other toxic, like maybe you were really attracted to somebody. Maybe it's not even a sex addiction. Maybe that's like an attraction to a certain person, but they stabbed you in the back for somehow they betrayed you. So you may have had an intuition about something and like you were right. And that's like that could wake you up to your psychic abilities, you know, once you find out. Because look at it, something is controlling the brain here. And that's... So if this happened a long time ago and you're in a relationship now and no one's doing anything like that, but this happened in the past, this could be getting in the way of your current, of you building something, okay? So there's the Pisces energy right there, Seven of Cups. I want to see what the Seven of Cups is for you. Because it's illusions, it's, you know, putting people on pedestals, blah, blah, blah. Guidance from above. Willing to be open. Oh, spirituality. Okay. Willingness to be open to the connection brings graceful understanding, enhances your presence. Clarity arrives when you allow yourself to be receptive. It's interesting. There's some sort of pain attached, so maybe you weren't as open, and now if you've released something or releasing something, there's pain. It says the pain we share. Ooh, that's like trauma bonding. I feel you through everything, the news we heard, the pain we share, and the hope we hold on to. We are connected even in the dark. You could be trauma bonded to somebody. So if you are, that could make you not be clear in seeing who somebody really is. So you could have had psychic, intuition, but maybe you weren't seeing somebody clearly. So you kind of denied reality, actually. I'm doing the Seven of Pentacles. Oh. So this is the Seven of Pentacles is reevaluating something. Unsettled sleep brings about fatigue, reduced alertness. Your dreams hold messages. You could be, yeah, we said that in the psychic card. Hold messages, let them guide your intuition. But if you're drained, if you have a certain energy draining you, it might be difficult, and gaslighting you or whatever, it may be difficult to get the messages. So maybe they're coming in your dreams. We have a lot of sevens, so obviously Saturn is about karmic, but we have a lot of sevens here, and that's karmic for me too. We have a lot of sevens. Could be something about timing as well. Oh, it's time to notice patterns that suggest it's time to delete unwanted memories. Random thoughts or intense feelings urge you to shred the remnants of the past. So if this is someone that you've dealt with in the past that caused some sort of trauma, it could be getting in the way of attracting new people in for relationships, or it could be getting in the way of a current relationship, as long as none of this stuff is happening. Okay, so if this is the past here and it's getting in the way of a current relationship, nobody's doing any because it looks like some trauma could be past trauma that's interfering now. So this is like a karmic cleansing, clearing. That's what it looks like. And if this is going on now, it's still the same message, but it needs to be cleared out. So you might be seeing somebody you know, it's hard to tell. Everyone's different. Everyone's on a different timeline. So for some of you, this could be happening during this transit who you wake up and see somebody's a certain way. Okay. It's like you're waking up to your value and you deserve better. Okay. Or this is just the past and it just needs to be cleansed out. Let's see what the Hierophant, because that's the Hierophant and the King of Pentacles. I don't want that deck. There's another Insanity. This is my Insanity card. Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result, even though that's not what this Five of Wands means, but the picture on this gives me that. So there's competition, yet you're waking up. So we have an awakening. So this transit looks like it was meant for you to awaken to some sort of belief system or belief in yourself, value in yourself. Oh, new opportunities are appearing. So there could be a new opportunity coming in if you're learning, if you've learned a lesson. Like if you stopped repeating a pattern. Because this says awakening potential and your new opportunities are appearing. This is a time for growth and self-discovery. But this is awakening and opportunities. Unexpected event in reverse. I want to face this together. I want to hold your hand in the midst of chaos and calm you. I want to walk through the storm with you, never let go. I need release. I need to release my fears and fully support you. Interesting. Maybe it's somebody else waking up. I don't know. If it's not you, maybe it's somebody else. To values. Let's see. Destiny. So that's like the Wheel of Fortune. Passion, love, strong desire bring you fulfillment and joy, destined to be together. Your happy ending is assured. Strong, unbreakable bonds. That's a trauma bond. Okay, so if this is, like I said, if you had some sort of trauma bond with somebody, or in the past, it could have been getting in the way of a current relationship, some sort of trauma, okay? Maybe this is you, maybe this is another person that you're dealing with. So for me, I feel like the person would expect, so if this is upright, unexpected event, so someone could be constantly thinking that like the tower's going to happen, like things are going to fall apart all the time, okay? But it's in reverse. So it'd be like the person's waking up to like their own triggers. And trying to get on the same page, okay? So that there can be a successful bond, I guess. Now, that's if this is in the past. and you're in a current relationship that is causing issues because of somebody's has some sort of like PTSD or whatever, you know what I mean? They keep getting triggered. Because the Seven of Cups with the Nine of Wands can be like paranoia. Somebody could have like paranoia due to like PTSD. See PTSD. So that's what we would be blocking, the psychic abilities. Okay, so let's see if it's, I want to make sure that this isn't somebody coming back around that had some sort of issue. Okay, I think it's more of the other. It doesn't mean that you have, also maybe you don't have a current partner, but like if you're caught in some sort of loop of like trauma, maybe you're having a difficulty entering new relationships, even if it's somebody who's like really good. Okay, like, so let me see if this is anyone coming back from the past. Major Arcana if anyone's coming back around and trying to re-engage. Well, they didn't give me a Major Arcana, but they did give me the Three of Cups and the Ace of Swords, which is the Three of Cups is reunion. So I guess you could have somebody, it is potential, there is potential there for somebody to try to re-enter your life here, and maybe that could trigger you. Hopefully, and they could say, you know, that they want to work together now, and you're my destiny. I have to read this several ways. There's different people who this could, you know, it could be one thing for one person. Like it could just be you letting this go, this past, so you can enter new relationships. And for some of you, you could have somebody coming back around. That's the test. All right, let's the Prince of Wands. It is a message. Look at that, the Knight of Wands. Okay, so just be careful watching out for old energies trying to re-enter. Like, it could trigger you. But it might be good. It might wake you up to something here. It might awaken you. That's so interesting. Potential. Maybe you saw someone's potential, but now you're waking up that there was no reality. Like the person is not responsible. They're not reliable, but maybe you saw some good in them and you saw their potential at one point, but they must have done something here. Yeah, the Tower. I was picking up. So this, if they're coming from the past, they did something really like naughty. And not to mention, if they're trying to say they're going to change, I wouldn't. I think you're going to wake up to this person is not going to change. So definitely listen to your intuition, okay? Because look, you're getting guidance, all right? Psychic abilities. Phew. I read this a couple different ways. So if this is nobody re-entering your life, like an ex from, it's like time for you to release that, because you, in that case, you could have somebody really good coming in, okay, that values you, okay? Like if you release this, and if you've released somebody and you're kind of getting over some sort of trauma and you're opening up to new opportunities, that in that case, it looks like somebody good is coming in. We want to say yes to people that match our beliefs, that match our values, okay? All right, I will see you next time.